There must be a fishing competition on. Oh, good afternoon actually, and welcome to the Tony's Tackle Seamatch channel, down on the beach again. Today we're going to do again something slightly different. As part of our introduction to Seamatch angling, Seamatch fishing, series of videos, I am going to ask each of the anglers taking part in this match for a tip. So it'll be interesting to see what we say. Some will be humorous, no doubt. But the first person we're going to ask is Tony, and he should be coming down here very, very shortly.
That?
Don't know.
Oh no, it's my mate. You put it on there.
All right, put it in and save it for you.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, mate.
I've got 2 top tips for you today.
Okay. Right, so
The first one.
right, let's start the video properly.
Okay.
So, good afternoon and welcome to Tony's Tackle Seamatch channel.
Good
Hoodies
afternoon.
are available.
I've got a couple of lovely little tips for you today.
All right.
One is don't eat yellow snow.
All right. Yeah. Don't eat yellow snow. That's always a good one.
Yeah. No, seriously. This is something I've done today, which in my past of angling was one of my biggest problems. Always get to the beach on time. The amount of times I've got there late and I could have won matches.
Yeah.
I've made huge mistakes. Missed the first cast.
Right.
You know, when you're busy and you've got a shop to run, it's difficult. And the prime thing is to get her on time.
Yeah. I mean, the times people have had double hits on that first cast.
Incredible. I mean, that first cast today is crucial.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here on time today, because that first cast, the tide's running. You've only got to about here and it'll stop.
Yeah.
So in the first bit of the match, you should catch some fish, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let me stop you getting set up, Tony.
No, you're right.
And then,
all right, Bertie. And in the second one is don't pick up weavers. Unfortunately, my manager Steve managed to pick a big one out, 14 miles out, and
put in the hospital. Yeah.
But I've always been very lucky in that occasion. If I get one of them, I just keep right away from it. I'll cut it off rather than touch it. But you know, you can be unlucky and you just underestimate. He did use a cloth, bless him, but obviously it was a big one.
He spiked through the cloth.
And that's why it done him so bad. All his arms swollen. And anyway, I hope he's all right. Keep laughing with him, taking the mickey.
He's at the Northumberland salmon fishing now. So
looks like it's going to be a good match today.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some little play for that. And
well, there's a lot of colour in the water, isn't there?
Quite looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Lost 80 quid this morning in the shop. What an idiot.
He'll come back.
The guy's watching the channel. I gave him a thing for the channel.
Right.
I didn't take this 79.99 by accident, but I'll survive.
So if you're watching the channel, whoever bought the 79.99's worth of gear in the shop today, it didn't go through. So could you pop back in the shop, please?
Yeah,
thanks.
I'll be honest with you, he's a lovely guy, and unfortunately, he probably don't even know. And it was my mistake, so you know. But hopefully, he said he might come down to the match today, so if he comes down, result, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See, they're getting rid of that graffiti, are they? They're all up there.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
You're either spraying it or getting rid of it. They're gone now.
Yeah.
Do you get them police cars? There's loads of them from down the front.
Yeah, I just got one go past.
About 5 or 6.
Yeah, I saw the 5 or 6, but I only got one on video.
Yeah.
Right, mate, you get set up. You get set up. I'm going to stop the camera now so you can get set up, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
Hope you get some good tips off the others.
Yeah.
My tips, get here on time.
Yeah.
Give you this tip. Many people buy a rod that they can't bend.
Yeah.
And they come in my shop, which I've said on the video before, time after time, and they buy this rod. I want an air power.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but they can't bend the rod.
Yeah.
And they won't admit it, but finally they come in 4 or 5 weeks later and go, oh, I'll chop that in and buy a different one. But if they listened in the first place to the advice, it's don't go further than you can.
No, quite.
You know, it's like our first Dreamcast was magic, right?
Yeah.
It worked for everyone.
Yeah.
But it didn't work for me and certain other people because it wasn't powerful enough.
Yeah.
But it served its purpose, and most people bought another one. This one will cast a long way, but it's a little bit more getting used to and a bit more. This one's got to be aimed at the higher quality match angler. So it's not a tournament rod by any means.
So if you are thinking about a rod, and there's plenty out there, but the Dreamcast 3, Dreamcast 3 would be a good starter's rod or intermediate rod.
Well, they're gone. I bought 100 and this is what we've moved on to serve the better match angler. But this works all right. But the Dreamcast 3 was very easy to cast.
There is a rod that's very similar to your Dreamcast 3, isn't there?
Probably the nearest thing would be a Black Rock
10? No, Black Rock.
We have done a review on it.
Yeah, we have.
That's very close. And all it is really is the Renaissance, a lovely rod, but it's got a quiver tip.
Yeah.
The purpley blue type one has got a heavy tip.
Yeah. So anyway, going to go back to the match now, and I'm going to walk down and talk to the match anglers. The other end of the beach there and see what top tips I can get for you all. Catch you when I get there. So this is the M peg 24. And I think Tony said he's a newcomer to fishing, newcomer to match angling. So let's see if he's got a fish on. It'd be nice to see the first fish of the comp. Hiya? You alright? Yeah. Is this your first competition, is it?
My third.
Third? Okay. Do you think you got a fish on?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, cool. Be the first fish I've seen caught, which is good. I'm not saying it's the first fish caught, but it's the first that I've seen. Get around this side so I've got the sun the right side. So if you were talking to someone that just wants to take up match angling, what would your top tip be? Awesome. Yay! Nice flatty.
I reckon maybe just keep trying.
Keep trying. Yeah, no, I think that's a very good tip.
You just have to keep going out there, even if you're blank.
Yeah.
You just have to constantly just keep going out there.
Yeah.
You blank.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And even the top anglers blank.
Oh yeah, everyone blank.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is you just have to, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you just have to keep focusing on things you think are needed.
Right.
So maybe go and watch some of the other anglers, see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe talk to them, because they're all really nice people.
Yeah.
Maybe get in some competitions when you're ready. You'll start improving again.
I met you at Tony's Open Day, didn't I, actually?
Yeah, I practiced on.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had to go with your rod with a cannon on top of the reel like that, because I fancied trying that out.
It was different, didn't it?
Yeah, very nice actually. It's very good thing, and it's something I intend to fit to mine. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks very much for that. Okay. Sorry, what's your name?
Liam.
Liam.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you're on the card. Is your dad down here?
Yeah, he's all at the other end.
Oh, is he?
He's at peg 4.
Oh, peg 4. Okay. Well, I'll tell him how you're getting on.
Yeah.
But that's that's worth a few points, isn't it? It's a lovely place. I mean, most people don't, but try and get in the habit of putting it in the bucket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could have just dropped it in the bucket there before you cast the other rig out, and then unhooked it. But
yeah, I'll do that in future.
I just get a load of bad comments from people when people don't do it. So you might as well try and start with a good habit. Okay, mate, I'll leave you to sort that out. Have you seen the way of unhooking it? I don't know what sort of discourse you've got.
No, I haven't got one.
Oh, right. Yeah, well,
there we go, he hasn't swallowed it all.
another top tip, probably good idea to have a disgorger. I mean, that one's come out easy enough, actually.
Yeah, he didn't swallow it down.
No, no. All right, mate. All right, Liam. I'll see you at the weigh-in, no doubt. Good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers. How's it going?
I was going to bike, I've got 3 ounces on, so I'm going to leave it and see if I can get
Yeah.
another one. But
Were
I
you down
didn't-
here all night last night?
No,
I
didn't
saw a
come
picture
down.
of you first light on the beach going, yay, match day or something.
No, that was photo from
Oh,
the
right.
other week.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd been down here all night.
No,
Ground baiting.
no. Should have, that's not a bad idea.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. So if you had a top tip for someone that wants to get into match angling, what would it be?
Offset your hooks. Pair of pliers, just give them a little tweak. Offset them a bit.
Yeah.
Improves your catch rate.
Yeah. No, I mean, and you can test that for yourself, because if you put a hook on your hand that's offset and drag it across your hand, it will start pricking in your hand straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a very good tip. And that's what the commercial boys all do on the long lines, isn't it? Is they offset the hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good tip, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
You're working this way down?
Yeah.
No doubt you get that tip from a few others.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. I mean, I've thought I was going to. Everyone was saying the same thing, but I've had 3 top tips now so far.
Oh, cool.
From the 3 people I've asked, all quite different. So
Cool.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So offset the hooks.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. You say you've got a bite on there already.
I did have a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Liam there. Young Liam will be over to weigh. He's just having quite a nice place.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my Gravity HT.
Yeah.
That's a bit stiffer, so I can cast out more distance. And then I've got the Taylor Q5 softer tip.
Right. Yeah.
And I just alternate between the 2 rods.
Yeah. I had a Q5 for a little while. I do like it actually.
Yeah, it's more bite sensitive.
Yeah. I had a Q5 and a Q7, and I preferred the Q5, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was looking at the Q7 and Tony's tackle.
It's a nice rod, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely rod. Just having the 2 side by side, and for my particular style of fishing, I like the Q5 because it was a little bit lighter.
Yeah, a bit more sensitive.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I do. I just alternate between 2 rods.
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, I also, because I'm filming it, I do like to see a bend in the rod.
Yeah. See, I had a little nibble then.
Yeah. Yeah. You got monofill on there or braid?
Braid, £65 braid shot.
Oh, straight through?
Yeah, no,
Oh, 65 shot.
£30 and then £65 shot.
Yeah, so we're not
I
listening.
prefer the braided shot.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I tried both.
Yeah.
Currently I'm on tapered leaders, but I do like a braided shock leader.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Kirridge is carrying a bucket over, so he's got some fish. Let's see if I can get that on film.
Yeah. Catch him quick.
Well, good luck, Jay.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. See Chris carrying a bucket across the beach here to his partner. A little bit high for me to jump off here. Oh, what's in the bucket there then?
Little play.
Sorry?
Little play.
Oh, little one.
Yeah, but it's off the box, so that's all.
Yeah. Little Liam's just had quite a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say about 32 it looked.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I'm being exaggerated, but it was a nice place though.
It's nowhere near that.
No, it's bigger than that, definitely. Little place. Yeah, that's definitely sizable. I'd say 22. I reckon 22. Yeah. How you doing? Had anything?
No, I've just had one wind in.
Okay.
Blank so far.
Well, I mean, the place to come in because all four anglers or 3 anglers either side of you have had on now. So Jay's had one, little Liam's had one.
Yeah, Chris has just had one.
Yeah. So the place are there.
Oh yeah.
So what are you doing wrong?
Not casting far enough. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, okay. Got no excuse for that rod.
No, it's not the rod.
So what we're doing is we're doing a beginner's, or part 2 of the beginner's guide to match anglers, trying to get people into the sport. What would your top tip be if I was coming to you and say, well, I'm thinking about taking up match angling? What do you recommend? What's your top tip?
I would say get a lug pump.
Right.
Pump your own bait. Even on a short tide, you'll be able to get a few fresh worms, and sometimes that just makes all the difference.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's the one I haven't had so far. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah, I mean, Dan, I did a thing with Dan the other day,
your own bait.
and he said that. He said the same thing. That, you know, if you're pumping your own, most top anglers are also bait collectors or bait pickers.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Okay, so you've heard it there from Peter.
Angus.
So, did I call you Peter? He calls you. I'm sure he calls you Peter. I know your name's Angus. Should be wearing the top.
It's a bit warm for that. So,
yeah. So you heard that from Angus. I got 25 names to remember, and I can't remember my own name half the time. So from Angus, yeah, get a bait pump, pump your own worm. So I won't ask where he pumped them from, but because most people are quite secretive about that. You know, and obviously that's very tide dependent. You can get a few on low tides, small tides. Commercial pumpers won't be doing it because they won't be getting any work, won't get enough to make their money. Yeah, all right, mate, lovely. We're just winding into something, so let's get over there and see how he's what he's got. Little place for Chris. All right, mate. That's right. Yeah. While you're putting that bait on then, if I was an angler who's come to you or come to you on the beach, said, you know, I really fancy taking up this match angling, what are your tips? What would your top tip be?
For the match fishing, I think the top tip is keeping the bait in the water all the time.
Okay.
You always got to have, like now I'm panicking and rushing because I haven't got a bait in the water.
Right, okay.
Which it sort of gets to me. You need to have, you need to be fishing all the time. So always have your spare rig ready baited to chuck out. I mean, that fish is still in the bucket there on the other rig. Yeah. So my main aim now is to get the bait back in the water as quick as possible. Yeah. And yeah, always make sure you're fishing is one of the main things. Yeah. And target species as well. All right. You know, you smaller hooks for place today. If it's a bit choppy, bit rough, probably up the size of the hook. Different baits.
Oh, for a bass.
Yeah. Today I'm tipping off with ragworm. Yeah. So it's a slightly softer bait, so them little place can get it in their mouth a bit easier. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of little.
No, well, I mean, hopefully I'm going to speak to 24 anglers, and so far everyone's given me something different, which is really cool.
Distance as well helps, but then that's down to practice. You've got to put your effort in and get down the beach and do some practice on your casting and see.
Is that different at night angling, or is that just particularly on day fishing?
Particularly on day fishing. Also, it helps with the night fishing. Yeah. It just helps to have it in your armoury. If you can cast a bit further, you're fishing ground that someone else isn't fishing. Yeah. It always helps. And fresh bait. If you can get it today, it's not great, but it's the best I could get. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, there's some days stinky bait outfishes fresh, doesn't it? Some days it does, yeah.
If there's dabs about. But I mean, it's unlikely to be dabs about today, but you never know.
I think they might throw up a nice fish somewhere today.
Yeah,
might be the odd
so.
Good fish after that little blow.
About, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. Again though, to get them in the day like this, it's quite rare. Yeah, it's more of a...
I mean, the water's got a lot of colour in it, but yeah, I think you're right. I think there's going to be... Probably if you're fishing seafood beach, you might have a better chance, because I bet it's quite rough on seafood.
Yeah.
Right, okay, fantastic, mate. I'll film your cast and then I'm going to crack on. That's a tidy distance.
Not very good one,
so how you doing? Anything? You had two? Oh, all right, okay.
No, Chris has had two.
Yeah, I Chris had two.
Hello, mate. All right. Yeah.
So what we're doing today is we're doing a little series of videos about beginner's guide to match angling. So if I'd come down to you on the beach, so I'm thinking about having given this a go, what would your top tip be to me, Eric?
Not in the summer.
Not in the summer, right? Well, I mean, that's actually quite sensible. You know, the fishing does get better.
Bit bright. It does. Trouble is, there's a big ocean out there.
Yeah.
So the fish could be in front of you.
Yeah.
They could be miles out there. You just don't know. At the end of the day, if you don't give it a go, then you don't know what's there.
No, quite. But I mean, November and onwards, you will.
When it's blowing up a bit more, and there's no swimmers, boaters.
Yeah.
It's nice to see them out here. The whiting, well, it's all right as long as the channel whiting come out.
Yeah.
But the little pin whiting.
Mind them ups down there, mate. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, if you don't give it a go,
no, absolutely,
you'll sit there wondering.
No, absolutely. And to be honest, although you say don't do it in the summer, it's actually quite a good idea to come down when it's like this to practice your art, isn't it?
Yes.
To practice the craft and get yourself sorted, so that when it is blowing a gale and it's freezing cold and what have you, you know what you're doing. Yeah. It's a steep learning curve. Otherwise,
no 2 days are the same either.
No.
You come down here today and catch nothing.
Yeah.
Come down here tomorrow and have a hatful of fish.
Yeah. There's a few places getting caught, so they're fish
but not
there.
here, not on this beach.
No, not on this beach yet.
Yeah. Well, I got 2.5
Yeah.
I might need another flask by then, but.
Yeah, you got to have a sticky cake as well. I find that as soon as you've got a sticky cake in your hand, you'll get a bite.
Yeah.
Right, mate. Well, I wish you luck, and I'll see you at the weigh-in, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I expect I'll do that.
Yeah. I'll see you later. It's your brother-in-law fishing today, is he?
Yeah, he's just the other side of that.
Oh, is he? All right. See how he's getting. He normally managed to winkle a few out, doesn't he? Oh, isn't he? Right, let's get over there and see how he's getting on.
First nibble of the day.
Oh, okay, what's the starting?
First bite there.
Using rags, blood, squid.
Okay. Well, there's a few places coming. I think they're all coming in on lug.
Have a look on there, proper.
Yeah. I think you're doing all the right things. It's just waiting for the fish to turn up in front of you.
Hopefully.
Right, we're doing a series about beginner's guide to match angling.
Yeah.
If I came down to you now and said, look, I'm thinking about giving this match angling a go, what would your top tip be?
Get advice first, really.
Get what? Advice?
Get advice.
Oh, okay.
That's how I started when I was younger.
Yeah.
I wasn't into fishing.
Yeah.
And I moved down here 38 years ago
Right.
when it's homeless.
Yeah.
And you listen to people. But I'm only done boat fishing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got a bit of advice even off of Chris.
Yeah.
Even though he's 20 years younger than me and little Grant.
Yeah.
And I YouTube videos, books.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, best way. Don't go heavy with a lot of money on your tackle.
No, it's
Buy a
not
bit
necessary.
light and then sort of build up, which I do.
Yeah.
Practice, as you know, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So get advice, listen, learn, books, videos. Best way forward, I think.
Excellent. I mean,
Personally.
that's a great bit of advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I can suggest and what I've done. And
Yeah.
I've come third in a comp, 2 seconds. I'm just waiting for that first.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I kind of really started match angling this season. I've had a few wins, so had 3 envelopes so far. So,
Yeah, I've got
you got
a
an
set of both.
Yeah,
L razors,
yeah,
Pen 8000 surf blasters, lovely reels.
yeah,
Yeah, I buy in sets.
yeah.
I like keeping it all the same.
Doesn't catch more fish, it just looks nicer on the beach.
Yeah, true to me.
Right, well, fantastic. Let's hope this develops into a bite, and I'll see you at the weigh-in.
Yeah, cheers, thank you.
Cheers, mate. So, right, so I stopped filming, and as I stopped filming, he had a big curl round. So he's just winding into it. Let's see if he can get some fish on it. Got something on there?
Easy small. that on there. Yeah.
Oh, there's a fish on there. Looks like a little, looks like a place. Nice one.
Nice little place.
Yeah.
Fair looks blessing as well.
Fair looks, yeah.
So it all counts.
Yeah, so that'll go in the bucket and then we'll get the next rig on and get it out.
Yeah, hopefully get me a few points.
Yeah, lovely. And we've got obviously the future of angling.
Yeah, my little grandson.
Lovely. Alright. Yeah, mind the hooks. Anything?
One.
One what place?
In bucket.
Oh, okay, nice one. Yeah, it seems to be about the same size place to come all the way along there at the moment. Right, now you can't drink it. It's the judge. It's fish. Right, mate, I'm doing a series of videos about the beginner's guide to match angling.
I'm a beginner, am I?
No, I know. And that's why I'm asking you. If I was a beginner and I came down to you on the beach and said, look, I fancy taking up this match angling, what do you recommend? What would your top tip be?
Well, just got to keep persevering with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep persevering what you're doing and just come along, and if there's a match, just talk to them.
Yeah.
You'll learn a bit more.
Yeah, okay mate, that's good. That's a good tip. That's a very good tip. Thanks for that. Right, well, I hope you catch a few more and I'll see you at the weigh-in.
Well, hope so, mate. Thank you very much.
There's a few places coming along, but only ones and twos, so I think Chris Kirridge had a couple.
Oh, was he?
Already. Yeah, so there's one or two coming in. Anyway, I'll see you at the weigh-in, yeah? Cheers, Dave. Good luck. See you later. So far, Tone?
At a 30 centimetre plate.
Oh, nice one. Nice one. There's a few coming in, but
I never had a bite. 25 minutes. I moved the rod, just pulled it out the head, and I've got a big bite.
Yeah.
30 centimetre plate.
Yeah, no, absolutely great.
I'm struggling here.
Yeah, but everyone's in the same boat, mate.
Yeah.
I think Chris had a couple.
Yeah.
Chris had two when I left him.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Any size?
About the same, about 22s, I think. How you doing, Gary?
Not great. Not great, right, birdie?
You caught anything or not?
No, mate, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Give it time.
Yeah. So if I come down to you on the beach and I said, look, I'm really thinking about taking up this beach angling.
Yeah.
What's your top tip?
Don't eat yellow snow.
We've already had that one. Tony gave me that one.
No, it's yeah, learn from other people. Do what you're doing, and basically just use your own style.
Yeah.
Don't try and emulate anybody else. No. Just do what you do yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you try to emulate people and you're not fishing to your own.
No, quite.
The way you are.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone fishes the same way. You'll have a slightly different.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Okay, that's a good
I
tip.
couldn't think of anyone else because that's just my personal thing. You know.
Oh, mate. Well, thanks for that.
You could do whatever you want. You could copy him. You could copy Tony.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean to say that's your style of fishing.
No. No, I've certainly seen that out on boats. People will be fishing exactly the same way as you are, and they're catching loads of fish and you're not.
Well, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, look, I've had 5 out of 6 matches. I've had 6 out of 5 matches. I've had 5 blanks. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm still going. It'll stop. I'll catch fish. It's,
and we all have blank spells, don't we?
Yeah. Everybody will have a black patch.
Yeah.
You can't have purple patches all the time.
No, quite.
You know, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll pick up for you, and we'll see some fish. I'll see you at the weigh-in.
I just come for the crack now. I'm just expecting another blank.
You're almost hoping for one, are you? So you get down the pub early.
Could well be, yeah. But no, it's just persevere, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, do what you do. I mean, I started off with 2 hooks here.
Yeah.
Tony started off with 3 hooks. Oh, I'm not using 3 hooks anymore. That's no good. Put 2 hooks on, he caught a fish. So
a little bit more distance in his cast, maybe.
Yeah, probably he was. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I say, I don't like braid. I don't use braid.
No, okay.
Everybody else seems to be using braid. Again, so it's my personal preference.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's my personal preference. But yeah, like I say, just fish your own style.
All right, mate.
Fish what you are comfortable with, be it fixed ball or a multiplier. You know, yeah, that's all I can suggest to people.
Okay, well,
it'll come, it'll come.
Yeah, and your blank spell will pass, and you'll be back in the fish again.
Yeah, when the whiting turn up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, good luck, mate. I hope you see you at the weigh-in. Bite on. So how are you doing, Chris? Nothing? All right. So if I was a person who'd never fished a match before, and I came down to the beach and saw you fishing there and said, I fancy giving this a try, what would your top tip be?
Fish next to Tony.
Fish next to Tony.
Nice one.
I mean, joking their part, is fish next to somebody that knows what, you know, who's been doing it for a while, and come and have a chat with them. True, yeah. He's got a double header down there.
On the other side,
yeah. Right.
Another double shot.
Okay, I'm going to walk down and see what they're catching on that next beach.
I just had a cracking bite. They're just not having it.
Yeah.
They might be a bit more interesting than me.
All right, let's get down there and see what they got. I'll catch you later. There's something there, I can see it. Whoa, 1, 2. Double header. Nice one. Well done. Were those your first two, or you had?
Yeah, no, I had first cut on a really nice bite, and just stripped the hooks off.
Oh, right, okay.
I've had several since then, so.
Yeah. Nice one. And Aaron.
Hello, Chris.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, not
Let's
bad.
have a look what you've got in the bucket. Got a nice place there.
Couple of place.
Dog's interested. Right, mate. How much have you? Are those the only two you've had?
No, they're 5 now.
Oh, nice.
So I'm my 5th.
Oh, okay, cool. All about that size, or?
Biggest is 31.
Okay,
So
nice
not
fish.
too bad.
Yeah.
60 points plus them.
Right.
It's a good start.
We're doing a bit of a beginner's guide to match angling. A lot of series of them. You might have seen the downwards thing I put out last week. If I'd walked down to the beach to you now and said, yeah, I'm thinking about doing this match angling, what would your top tip be?
Be aware what other people are doing.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously if you're not catching but they're catching close in, then you've got to change tacts.
Yeah.
So always be aware what other people are doing.
Yeah, so be prepared to swap and change your tactics.
Be prepared to swap and come in closer than going further
no, that's
out.
a good tip. That's a very good tip, actually. Yeah, it's great, because I thought I was going to get everyone saying the same thing, but everyone said something different, which has been really good. Yeah, no, really good.
Yeah, preparation and awareness is always good to have.
All right, mate. Okay, fantastic. Well, I'm sure I'm going to see you at the weigh-in, because I think you're probably up there at the moment. You're winning, but of course it's early, and I've left the far.
The tide's gone now.
Yeah.
It's just spoke to Joe. He's got 5.
Has he? All right. I haven't been down that end yet, so. All right. Oh well done. Let's have a quick chat with this guy here, and I'm going to hurtle to Joe, who's at the far end, I believe. Cheers, Aaron.
That's all right.
So if I was to come to you and say, look, I fancy giving this match angling a go, what's your top tip?
Well, what I recommend, we go to the nearest tackle shop first, nearest angling shop, and just basically have a chat with them about like different tides, what best times to fish on the tide, that sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just to get yourself. Just get yourself to know the area, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I would.
No, another really good tip, that.
Yeah, you know, because obviously you don't want to just come down here, fish at any state of the tide. You need obviously the best advice you can get. So no, that's what it's all about. That's my opinion anyway. So,
okay.
No.
Fantastic, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's all right, not a problem.
Right. I'm delaying you getting your bait back out there. Get it back out there and get some more. Cheers, Aaron.
No worries.
I'll see you both at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
One.
It's all 30 again!
There's no fish in this bucket.
You're getting bigger and bigger every day, mate.
Oh, he is. You can almost see him grow.
Oh.
And that harness is getting tighter and tighter. At the end, how many fish you had, Joe?
6, I think.
6. 6 full place.
Yeah, 6 place, yeah.
How many points?
132.
Ooh. I think that's the next year we've had 5. I think someone had 5.
I think Aaron's had 5.
Aaron had 5. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I mean, you know, it's not over yet, is it? So. Right, mate, as I've explained to you before, we're doing a beginner's guide to match angling, and I'm asking everybody in this match for, you know, if I came down to you now and said, I fancy taking up this match angling malarkey, what do you recommend? What's your top tip?
For me, would be most probably down to preparation. So make sure you're prepared, make sure you've got your right rigs, make sure you've got right clothing. There's nothing worse or anything, you get to the beach and you haven't got something. So you need to allow for every eventuality, really. And also with your bait as well. You know, have the best bait you can get, rig-wise. And,
so where would you sort of find that out? Where would you, because I mean, everyone's fishing with black rod today, I believe.
Yeah, a lot of them will do, because it's dated for what we're fishing for. But as Dan said before in the previous video about joining a club, talking to other anglers, and learning from other people as well. There's so many different things to pick up.
Okay, so there you go, preparation. It's another great one. We've got some great tips actually. That's a real good one.
What's the other ones? What's the main one you've been getting?
They range from don't eat the yellow snow.
Right.
Don't pick up weaver fish. No, the serious tips we've had, are turn up on time, you know, be ready to start at the start of the match. Not a bad idea to go and dig your own worm, so you've got fresh outs, good bait, preparation, speaking to people, you know, all these things, they're all good tips actually, they're all good tips. I'll put them out on the video.
What they need to do as well is find out what's about. Like, we had a bit of Peter down here earlier, and he's a fisherman, isn't he? Professional fisherman. He was saying that, you know,
smooth out.
They're still getting smooth out.
John, he even said that John Dory was in the net.
Really?
The net this morning. He said smooth out. He said the soul's still being caught.
Yeah. Well, a nice smooth hand would win the match, wouldn't it?
Would do.
And no one's really fishing for one today, so that was my secret weapon on the old farts. I won the old farts with a smooth hound.
Big secret bait that everyone knew about.
Yeah.
But what he was saying was though, Chris, that he reckons that they were getting them just off, not far from the bandstand, the Hollywell.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, well, you must know Jack has been coming. It's all in the season.
There's a few cod coming in. I mean, I'll be able to cod out of my boat, and we weren't as far. We were as far out as that yacht out there. That's where we were fishing, obviously off the Seven Sisters.
That's all it is, they're soles.
Yeah.
You're not casting, Joe, isn't it?
I don't think so, Dan. I don't think so.
Lovely day for it.
Yeah. You fishing, Jack? Are you fishing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just finished work.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. I saw there's a huge cock crab on their cold bench in there.
What, in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a claw big as my hand on it.
Yeah, it's all cooked and that side.
Yeah.
Nice lobsters there. Big lobsters as well.
Yeah. So what I've been looking at recently is a bunch of blokes called Bow Chief wreck divers. And they're putting loads of videos out for all the wrecks around here.
Is that the one with the cod net I saw? There was one on Facebook. I saw it today. There was all these cod.
There's loads and loads of pouting. I've not seen one with loads of cod, but they're fascinating. Look at the wrecks, fascinating. And it's all the wrecks off here. Yeah. So, you know, if you're interested in that, Bow Chief, which is BEAUCHIEF wreck divers, get onto their Facebook page. They're putting stuff out all the time at the moment. And it's all the wrecks off Beachy Edge. Really interesting, really interesting.
Have you done a bit of that as well?
Not diving. I've dived, but not off here. See if Joe's landing into anything. I thought at the corner of my eye I saw a bite on the rock. He's rod a couple of times then. Whoa, another flatty.
One in the middle.
Yeah, the middle one's obviously been shredded as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I just went to shorter snoods and a plain lead because the tide's eased.
Yeah.
Pretty much non-existent now.
So you'd use short snoods when there's not much tide, longer snoods when there's tide, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. When there's not, otherwise the snood just lay on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it won't be fishing.
No.
And that's got some little pop-ups on there, but it just again to try and reduce a bit of movement.
Yeah.
Matt left 5 mate.
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Catching anything?
Yeah, I've caught 37 place so far.
37, nice one.
No, 30, just 30 on the nose.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, but better than last affair of it.
Well, we're going to have a chat in a minute.
Yeah.
You're the next peg there, are you?
Yeah, I'm the next peg over, mate.
Baits.
Oh, is that baits?
Little pop-ups.
Oh, little pop-ups.
Just look at them. You look at them in the bucket, the water there. See where it brings it up.
Yeah.
See.
It stops it getting crabbed then, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't because it won't lift it off the bottom. It just gets it up a little bit to move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see.
You have to put about 3 on there to get it to float.
You see in the water there, like Chris. Look, you've got to just see where it brings it up.
Yeah.
Just.
I mean, I did some underwater filming with my crab cam, and what I found was that just one bead isn't enough. It just lifts the end of the worm up,
You've got to use
and the crabs can still get it.
Yeah.
If you put 3 on, it will lift it all the way, but you don't want it all the way up there.
No,
you want it like that. You want it on the bottom, so it's just moving about.
It's tantalising when you close as well.
Tantalising. Yeah. Yeah, you just want it up a little bit to make the bait move a little bit.
Yeah.
Having said that, I haven't had a great deal of success doing that, but then I ain't Joe Trumstead, so.
Joe Bumstead.
don't go there.
I saw that video, that picture that bastard showed.
Hate then, Joe.
Well, Jack was just asking me there because he asked about you know, the 2 baits I pulled in. They had a 3-hook trace, fish on 1 hook, and he said, would you not cast that bait back out? That's just one of my biggest things, is never reuse bait. I mean, we fish in an international match or a team match, and bait supply or a bait supply match. Yeah, you would keep your bait left over, and if you ran out, then as a last resort. But in general, no. Once a bait's washed out, no, I don't even. Don't give it a chance. What got it, Jack?
23, mate.
23.
23 on the
Lovely.
nose.
Thank you very much. I brought that one back.
Yeah.
Right, so we've had a few top tips today. There's a top don't reuse your bait. Put a fresh bait on. Every opportunity you get to put a fresh bait on, put a fresh bait on. And I have to say that I am a sinner in that. I have done that. I've been lazy. Yeah, it is laziness. It really is laziness to do that. Sorry.
I was just saying, we were saying there about bait. I fished quite a few competitions where they're bait supply, and I've had it before where you are in a match, you've taken all your old bait off, and you've got to a stage where you may have to put your old bait back on again, just to get you out of trouble. There's nothing worse than not having anything there for a team event, or like Dan. I think Dan said about the Any Fish Anywhere Open at Julian Shambrooks. There, you know, if you trim your sandals, you always keep the heads or the ends. You could just whip them up to make another bait. When bait's plentiful, it's not a problem.
When you're scratching around, it's nothing worse.
All right. Going to walk down and speak to this down there, and I've got to work my way back. I've got 12 anglers to visit yet. I'll see you at the prize giving, no doubt.
Enjoy your walk.
Cheers, bud.
Okay.
And get Harvey out of my boat again.
Yeah, he loves that.
Yeah. So how you doing, Jack?
Yeah, right better than my first competition where I blanked.
Okay. So you've had, well, you've just had that, have you?
No, I had that earlier on, but he's coming home for dinner tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think that's going to be a nice little bit of nice bit of dinner tonight.
Yeah, the dog likes looking at them.
Yeah, that's it. He'll be in there before you know it.
Yeah. So, Jack, it'd be fair to say that you're quite new to this match angling malarkey, isn't it?
Very new, so my second match.
Okay.
Yeah, so brand new to it. I've done a lot of pleasure angling over the last year for my mental health and that. So it's been very, very, very rewarding actually. You know, keeps me out of trouble and everything like that. So it's one of those hobbies that I found that it just takes me away. Like, it doesn't matter what your stresses are, you can just get away, get down the beach. And I thought, well, I like it that much. I used to play a lot of pool, and like, very much the same. Like, I played pool quite leisurely and played pool with matches and that, and I enjoyed it very much the same. So I thought, well, might as well give the old sea angling a try. So, and you know, I've watched a fair amount of your videos and Tony's videos, so I'm very eager now to get into the scene now, quite rapidly now. Yeah. So now the season's here, and just bought myself a new match rod there, so that's some advice there to anyone.
Oh, okay.
Is get a match rod, because my Dreamcaster was all right for it, but it just didn't have the subtle taps for it, just didn't have the subtleness to it, which is quite nice. And with the reel in that, my casting's got a lot better now, a lot more performance. Because I had a bad injury about a year ago, I fell off a roof.
Oh, right.
And dislocated my elbow and snapped the ligament and that. So I was off for about a year. It's only the last 6 months I've been able to use this arm properly now. So my casting was anything to be desired early on, but now I'm actually trying to get a few yards on it. And Joe helped me out earlier with a couple of ways to send it out, which is, you know, it's nice to hear from a proper angler like that, you know, how to launch it out there properly, other than just, well, earlier on I turned up with silly enough in my braid, and I didn't have enough braid on there. I was only casting as far as the groin, and that sacrificed me, and I realised I had my other reel in there with some mono on it, but then my friend Darren, he's fishing down the beach, he's got my shock leader, and I just know what I'm going to do. And nice enough, young Mr. Plumstead came through me and sorted us out shock leader. So, yeah, you know what I mean, it makes a whole world of difference when you get a bit of help from people and that, and especially tying it. I'm not very good at my knots, so...
No, it's very important you get your knots right.
Yeah, exactly that. I'm getting the hook knots down to a T, but it's the shock leader that I struggle most really. You know, it's a bit fiddly now. I don't trust myself. I'd rather get someone who knows what they're doing to put it on there, and then other than blasting someone with a lead. That's it.
Yeah, no, shock leader is very, very important. So, what we're trying to do today with this video is I'm going around all the sort of experienced anglers and saying what's your top tips.
Yeah.
But as this is only your second match, what have you learned in those 2 matches that you will carry forward?
Definitely bait presentation's one of the ones that I folly on. I just try and rush it, but now I've thought about. Oh, let me just cancel that. Yeah, so with bait presentation, I used to be quite slack dash with it really, and then you realise you don't get as many bites. The fish like it's unnatural and that. So I've been working on that. Another one is getting another rig ready. I struggle with that because that comes down to my pleasure angler. I bring it in, I think, oh well, what can I do better? But it's get a good stead on yourself and get like always 2-3 steps ahead of yourself. And
I mean, that's one of the top tips that came from the top anglers is you need to have baits in the water as long as possible.
Exactly.
So have your second tap set up ready to go, whack straight out as soon as you get a fishing.
That's it. And never be scared to try out different like combinations of baits. Like here I'm doing a lug with a bit of drag on the end of it. Just a bit of variety really. You know, like different smells in the water might bring the fish up. Hopefully I'll get another hopefully I'll get another scent. Or a bass might tempt a little bass. You never know.
It could be any of those things. I mean, there have been some cod caught. I mean, I don't know whether you're going to get them on a day like today.
No, not a day like today, but
you never know. You
never know. There could be a bass lurking there in the gully, or close to I call it the margins near the beach, because well, what would you call the shoreline, but my margins I call it.
Margins, there's like a channel at the bottom of the shingle, so they come along and cruise along that where the sand mix is on the shingle.
That's exactly it, but hopefully I'm hoping if I get a few more plates in me, I'll be a happy chap. But I'll be definitely doing this as my full-time hobby now. This is my full-time hobby. I fish every day now. Like there's a little pond over near where I live in Hassocks, and me and my friends have actually they built on the old golf course there, and they kind of ruined it. So me and my mates went over there, and there's a few ponds there with some carp in it, so I go over there, went over there and sorted it out. And it's getting all the younger kids into the fishing as well. Like there's loads of young kiddies from school and that go over there fishing it. And it's you just can't get me away from the water, to be honest.
That's good.
That's it. It's a lot more cost effective than my other habits used to be, you know what I mean?
Right, we won't go into them.
Yeah, my drinking was far too much.
Okay.
But no, I don't mind having a pint at the end of the match, though. That's the main thing, you know what I mean?
No, and that, you know, that's the point. This is the alternative to all of that, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, that's it. I'd rather have a purpose scalp in the morning other than feeling hungover and
Mate, I'm going to have to crack on because otherwise I'm not going to see many people. You've got a little Portsmouth rig going on there.
Little Portsmouth rig there. Bought from Tony's Tackle, as always. He's my reputable dealer, he is.
Well, we're going to talk about rigs and stuff on another video, so I'm going to go into great depth on that. But
catch me up. Catch me up on it then,
TJ. I will do, mate. Cheers, Jack.
Cheers. Oh yeah, I've got a boat. I've got going out on the boat tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
My mate's dad's got a boat and that, and there was meant to be a competition because he at Denton Island. I think that's what
Yeah. Well, it was meant to be a conga crop tomorrow, but it's too windy.
It's been too windy, but he still wants to go out, so I'm going on the first boat trip tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
So hopefully I've got the sea legs for it.
Yeah. Well, you know, just keep your eye on the horizon.
Yeah, is that the main one? Keep your eye on the horizon.
Yeah, don't start doing fiddly things down below, because you will start feeling a bit queasy.
Yeah,
keep out looking, keep your head up.
Yeah, that's it. Looking for those goals working there.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get out tomorrow. I mean, as I say, tomorrow it is blowing up a bit, so.
You won't keep me away from the water, whether wind, shine, everything there.
Okay, mate, well, I'll see you at the weigh-in, yeah?
See you at the weigh-in there, CJ. Thank you very much, mate.
How you doing? All right? Got anything? Oh, you had a Gurnard. Oh, okay. Any size?
No, but that's my first time. I've never fished a match before.
Oh, you've never fished a match before?
No, I've fished since I was 9.
Oh.
But I've never been in a match before.
Oh, okay.
First time.
Yeah, well, excellent. I mean, I'm doing a series on beginners' guides to match angling, so I mean, this is aimed at you, really. What I'm doing today is going around everyone and asking for their top tips. I mean, it's your first match. What have you learnt on this first match?
Well, Joe's been giving us a few pointers. Tony said to rely on him.
Right, okay, excellent.
I didn't know anything about the scoring.
Yeah.
Obviously, rigs and things I'll probably need to change a bit.
Right.
But I just noticed with Joe, I stand here watching the tip, which I've always done, struck on the second pull, but they don't, do they? They let it go.
Well, I mean, to be honest, Joe's rod is a very stiff rod. I mean, you watch when he casts, you can see it now, there's very little bend in it.
Yeah.
And so he does it by the clock.
Yeah.
So he'll whack it out, and he's casting out a long way.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going, but it's a long way out.
Yeah.
And see it land, out there. So it's probably in line with some of them boats.
Yeah.
It's a long way out.
Yeah.
And so he tends to wind it in every 10 or 15 minutes, depending on how his baits are lasting. He's using monofill as well, which tends to master the baits as well. You're using braid, are you?
Braid, yeah. I'm getting knocks.
Yeah.
But strike into and reeling, there's nothing there.
No. Well, I mean, you watch Tony.
You watch Tony now as well. We've got against us.
You watch Tony and Gerald and people like that. Yeah. They'll start getting knocks. They'll pay about a foot of line out.
Yeah.
Just to get the weight moving around a bit more.
Yeah.
You got three.
Quite a way out.
You got 3 hooks on, so you know, if you see one bite and leave it, he's got every chance of something picking up his next bait.
That's what I'll do now. Yeah. The last hour, I've just cast out again. I did a video with Dan Wood last week, which is out now, was the first episode of Beginner's Guide to Match Angling. Yeah. Might be worth watching that. There was some really good points came out of it. Yeah, I'll give that a go. I've seen a few of yours.
Okay.
Yeah, and I met you in Tony's. We was talking about gravities.
Yeah.
So I got the blue one and the black one.
Yeah.
I prefer the blue one.
Funny that, isn't it? Few people say that about the blue gravities.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know if it's older and softer. I can cast a bit further with it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the other one.
Yeah, I remember you say you had 2 blue gravities, or
no, one blue, one blue and one black.
Okay.
Yeah, that's quite a few years old now. Shame that I wanted another blue one, but you can't get them.
No, you can't get them. But I mean, he gets them in the shop occasionally, I think.
Yeah.
Right, mate.
What's everyone catching, or aren't they? Or?
1s and 2s.
Are they?
I mean, Joe's on about 5 or 6 now. Yeah. I think Aaron Agili's on 5 or 6 now. Or both when I last spoke to him. It's a while now.
Yeah.
And then there's 1s and 2s. So, you know, your place in a Gurnard. I don't know what the Gurnard scored in points.
It's only 10.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I thought it might, because it's a bit different. I thought it might be higher, but no, it's only 10.
All right.
Nice fish though.
Well, you've got a good chance to be in the envelopes anyway.
Yeah. No, it's a day out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I go shooting during the winter, so it's going to be hard for me to do matches. So.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of the matches are in the dark. You don't go shooting in the dark.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Last week I went with a mate down at Langley Point by Pooh Tower there.
Yeah.
And we were catching gags in the dark.
All right. Yeah.
Never ever done that before. Never caught them in the dark before.
Oh, okay. You don't normally catch place in the dark, but you do catch that. Having said that, they've been catching lots of place in the dark the last this year for some reason. Seems to have changed.
Yeah.
The old swallows making their way home.
Yeah, I was out on a boat. Must have been May time. Saw them coming over.
Yeah. Yeah, so year goes by, you watch the birds, it's like the turns. In the spring you see them flying from right to left, and in the autumn you see them flying from left to right. Haven't seen any today, which is surprising.
But... I go out on the charter once a month from Gosport.
Okay.
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but he called it off last week. Nothing really being caught down there.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get out on one in New Haven, but they all seem booked up, don't they?
There's not a lot of charters in New Haven.
No.
Mate, I'm going to have to crack on because I'm not going to get to everybody today.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, not a lot. There's not a vast amount of getting caught. How you doing?
I've got 2.
All right.
I think Gerald's got 2.
Where's Gerald? Oh,
there.
Oh, okay.
The son Liam, he's up the other end.
I spoke to Liam.
He's got 4, hasn't he?
Well, he had one while I was watching him. That was right at the start of the match, though.
I think he's got 4.
So he was doing all right. Yeah. Okay.
It was like, I got 4. How many have you got? He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Joe's up there.
Yeah, I've spoken to Joe. He's on 5 or 6.
Yeah, he would have. Joe.
Aaron Achilles on about 5 or 6 where he was when the last time I spoke to him.
Is it all place?
One Gurnard I've heard, and the rest is place, yeah. And the Gurnard was only a little one.
Yeah. I missed the bite last chat.
If I was to ask, if I came down to you and said, look, I'm thinking about taking up this match angling, what would your top tip to me be?
Top tip? You've got to get your timing right.
Right.
Very important, right? You've got to work out how long to leave it out there. I mean, in the winter, you could get a bite in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. There's no point most people leave it out 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Right. If you're getting a bite in 4 minutes, you want to be reeling in sort of like
every 5 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah, at the most.
Yeah.
But you got to learn how long to leave it out there. I mean,
that's another good tip, actually.
Today I'm doing 20 minutes.
Right. And that's what you're doing.
And
you're
it probably
winding
ain't enough.
Yeah.
Because the bait's coming back perfect, see?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, look at your bait, how it comes back.
Yeah.
You know, if it's coming back all washed out after 15 minutes, really, you've got to be
putting fresh bait out
there. Because 9 times out of 10, you land it on the fish's head, and you get a bite within, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, get your first bite.
Yeah.
Your fishing good like 3 fish a chuck, really.
Yeah.
Unless you get a bass bite.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would do. It's learning the timing.
All right, mate. That's a very good one.
And checking your bait.
Yeah. Well, thanks very much for that top tip. I'm going to see how many more I can get. I think I'm probably going to do Gerald and then I'm going to call it. So I'm not going to get to everybody today because I've been gas bagging too much. But I hope you'll see you at the weigh-in.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Hopefully Liam's going to do well.
Yeah. Well, I will see you at the weigh-in because Liam will definitely be there.
Yeah. I know. I've got to take you home. Right.
Right, mate. I'll see you later.
Mate.
Cheers. Bye. Bye. Gerald. Hello, mate.
Yeah, good.
Had much?
2.
Right, Gerald, if you were going to give someone your top tip, someone who wants to start out in this sport.
Learn how to cast.
Learn how to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Spend a month going down a field somewhere, if you get a little field somewhere, practice, learn how to cast.
All right, mate, that's a really good tip.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one else said that.
No?
Without a doubt, look at Joe.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And in the past, when I was younger, it took me a lot later.
Yeah, I mean, it don't have to be a long distance caster to catch fish, but if you want to compete in competitions,
you've got to be able to do it.
Yeah, you've got to be able to do it. On the day when the fish are close in, you can fish close in.
Yeah,
and the days when they're a long way out, if you can't cast fly, you're not going to get to. So.
Well, in that over 50s last week, I never had anything, and I thought, and I made a long rig up, big flowing trace, chucked it about 50 yards, within about 2 or 3 minutes the rod's done, and I got a flounder, 23 and come 3rd.
Really?
Yeah, so I just showed.
I didn't film that. I'll probably film the next one, which is next week, I think, isn't it?
Next Friday, yeah. Hello, how is he? All right?
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. Really good. Mate, I'll see you at the weigh-in, no doubt.
Yeah, you will.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Sam?
Right, Chris, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate, good. How's it going for you? Catching anything?
I've had one gurnard.
Oh, gurnard. Is it the second gurnard I've heard caught?
Yeah, other than that, it's been really quiet.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, there's not a huge amounts coming in, but I think Joe's had about 5 or 6 place. So I think Aaron's had 5 or 6, but then everyone else has just had 1s and 2s. And little Liam down the end's had 4 apparently.
Okay.
But
Joe's in this zone, isn't he? He's down
yeah, he's right down the end there. Yeah, he's not on the zone on peg 1. What peg's this? No.
7.
7. Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been very quiet.
Right, what I'm trying to do is I want top tips. So if I was to come to you and say, oh, I've been watching you fishing, quite fancy doing some of that Seamatch angling, what's your top tip?
Well, I haven't obviously been doing it that long. I've only been 2.5 years, I think I've been doing this. I only started fishing about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was quite soon after I started, I got into the match angling.
Yeah.
But I would say that somebody might feel, if they're new to it, that they you need to already be a top angler to get involved in the match fishing.
Right.
You don't.
Okay.
I would suggest if somebody hasn't done it and they fancy having a go, come and have a watch on one day, which is what I did before I did my first one. I just walked along, spoke to the other people I knew, had a watch of them, and sort of saw, well, yeah, there's nothing to it really. There's nothing overly complicated.
Yeah.
You can't really go wrong.
Oh, that's a really good tip, and no one's given me that tip before. It's another new one. In fact, no one's given me the same tip twice, so that's really good.
Yeah,
right, yeah, good one. And you know, and watch the YouTube channel as well. You know, I've learned vast amounts from going down the line and talking to people. So yeah.
The other thing I would say is learn how to tie your own rigs fairly soon into it. Otherwise it can get expensive if you're constantly buying rigs. Yeah. But it doesn't take very long to learn how to tie standard 3-hook clip, 2-hook clip, things like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's another good.
Once you've sort of mastered that, and I say, you know, the first one I did, or before I did it, I came on, watched Tony for a bit, went along, watched Dan for a bit. Yeah. You know, you pick up a few tips and bits and pieces off them, and if you're anxious about doing it for the first time, you know, like I said, you think you've got to be already a brilliant angler. Don't worry about that.
No. Right, mate. Well, I mean, hopefully you'll catch some more. But we've got another hour or so. How much longer we got? About 3/4 of an hour. Oh,
just over half an hour.
Right. I think I've managed to film about another 2, and then I'm going to have to head back to Tony. Mate, well, good luck, and hopefully I'll see you at the weigh-in.
The weigh-in at the pub?
Yeah. At the Fisherman's.
Okay.
All right, mate.
All right, cheers.
See you later. Bye.
Small bass and place.
Oh, small bass. What size?
Just in 18 centimetres.
Okay, so just in, yeah? Oh, well, it's better than nothing, isn't it? If I were to come to you now and say I've really fancied trying this match angling malarkey, what do you recommend? What's your top tip?
Well, I always prefer doing it in darkness.
Oh, okay. Sorry, so I'm just getting around so it's not around your legs.
Just get a lot more fish in the darkness.
Oh, okay, you go nighttime fishing. Yeah. Yeah, I must admit I prefer not fishing at night. You think you got a fish on there?
No, I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay.
The last cast I had a bite, but it didn't. I think it just stripped the bait.
Okay. All right. Right, mate. Well, I mean, thanks very much for that top tip. I'm amazed that everyone's given me a different tip, which is really fantastic. I'll hopefully see you at the weigh-in.
How we doing? You alright?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you getting on?
Just one place.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hello, here.
I think you're there with quite a few people that have only had 1 or 2.
Oh, he's had 6 bits, my neighbour.
Really?
Plus this one, I think. Another one.
Another one coming over? Oh, yeah.
Is this Bertie?
That's Bertie.
Hello, Bertie. Hi, Bertie.
He's 4 months old. He's only a pup.
Oh,
Oh, he loved that.
Hello, Bert.
Oh, my man.
Oh, nice gurnard as well.
Bernard the Gurnard.
Very nice gurnard. Nice pub. Oh. what's that? 26. 26? Oh no, I don't know, we're going to do it again.
3 belt. Oh, I'll take 26.
It's 27 if you...
Yeah, 27.
Oh,
You spot it.
Yeah.
A tub doing odd. Look at that, if you hold it, get his fins to pan out, the bottom fins.
beautiful. I've forgotten that measurement already. What was it? 26, wasn't it?
Yeah, 26.
26. Has Tony had anything up there?
Well, he hadn't last. He had one, but that was a long time ago. I haven't been with him for a while.
26, 18. Eight, 84.
Hello, mate.
94. That's
How many have you had?
That's for dinner. That's for dinner.
Oh, is it?
He's trimmed the tail so that he can't be accused of measuring it twice. Good practice.
94 points back now.
Oh. Yeah.
I should do a tip for Matt. Definitely drink 8 pints of fat juice and not get home till 1 o'clock in the morning.
And wear suntan lotion.
I should have put a t-shirt on for the lady viewers. Hastings
Well, you never know, they might prefer that. You might get a few more views on the old YouTube.
Well, you might do, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So, Rob.
Yes.
If I was to ask you, if I was to come down and say, look, I fancy giving this match angling a try, what's your top tip?
Don't spend a fortune on a rod and worry about the bit that's in the water.
Right, okay.
As in the rig.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's a very good tip actually. Yeah, it's bait presentation and the rig's the important part. Got a knock on there, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. My word. 30, you brought me better luck, mate.
Well, just as I point the camera at it. Which is unusual. Normally it stops when I put the camera on it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, because don't strike into it straight away. It's another top tip. Leave it for a bit, let it develop. But I'm going to turn the camera off now until something happens. Yeah, cheers then, bye. It's Matt, isn't it?
It is Matt, yeah.
Oh, there, I remember the name, that's good for me. Is Kevin fishing it? I haven't seen Kevin today.
I haven't seen anyone else apart from Angus.
All right. Yeah, I've seen Angus. I call Angus Peter. So you've had how many? Oh.
He likes a bit of tea as well.
Well, he'd never shown me that, but I think probably he's thirsty. Yeah. Yeah, he's had a drink of your tea.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
You've had a few fish?
Yeah, best session I've had.
Oh, right, that's
so
good,
well
isn't it?
chuffed.
Yeah. Because I mean, there aren't many people catching fish along this stretch, so that's good. Is there anybody else?
I don't think so. There was 2 fishing rods, but I don't think they were in the match.
No.
When I got down there was nobody else here apart from Angus.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I've moved 3 times from that beach to this beach to this beach to get closer.
Is that you call Rob Angus, do you?
Is that Rob?
Yeah.
I thought it was Angus.
No. Angus is way down there. I call him Pete. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Right, well, I mean, if I was to come to you and say, look, I really fancy having a go at this match angling.
Yep.
Aside from drinking loads of cider before you fish.
Don't do that.
No. What would
On an empty stomach as well.
Sorry?
They hadn't eaten anything all day and then went out. Mrs. went to Ireland, so I went out with the boys.
I do like a drop of cider, but it doesn't give me a headache.
I was up at 7, felt really good.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock I didn't feel good at all.
No, it's the best you're going to feel all day, isn't it, when you get up after a few drinks.
I would say, watch your videos, watch videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Take every bit of advice you can, because I've only done 5 or 6 matches.
Okay.
I haven't done many.
Yeah.
Small hooks, small baits, and try to get it out there.
Okay.
Just persevere as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, if you come last, if you blank, there'll always be someone else blanking.
Yeah.
And it's just a lovely day out on the beach.
No, absolutely.
Even when it's raining.
And then you get a day like today, makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it?
Exactly right.
Okay, well,
and I say this is Nomads and Tony, they're good boys. I've always got good advice from people. So it's definitely worth doing. I've only been fishing 2 years. Best thing I've ever done.
Excellent. That's really good news. Right, well, you've heard it here. I think I've got everybody on the match now, which is actually quite good going.
One last cast.
What is the time now? Quarter past?
Quarter past, yeah.
All right. We'll see, wind it in, see if you've got anything on there. And
it did move, but I don't know if it was.
Yeah. Okay. Fish you had, Tom?
I've had 130 centimetre place, and I know I'm fishing the zone.
Right.
I need a fish.
Right.
And I'm dragging it along with a bomb now.
Yeah.
Just trying to move it.
Yeah.
So something might grab it, nice chuck, but ain't gonna happen. I only want one more fish.
Yeah. Right. Well, the competition's zoned. Can you just explain what that means?
Because we got 24 today to make it even, we've zoned it. Two zones. This is the top zone,
right.
B zone. Bottom zone's A, down by the, lot of the angling club and all that.
Yeah.
To make it fairer, we're paying 4 in each zone.
Right.
And I'm 5th, I know that. I'm not very happy, I've worked that out. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
One more fish though and I'll be in. But I think we're going to run out of time now.
How are we doing on time?
Not for the one.
Oh, we've got 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes, you never know.
Yeah.
Could be that last winding.
One little wrap round on that rod.
Yeah.
And I'm just using the roller, like I just said, I'm just moving it. Probably down by the end of that groin now, but something might just grab it, you never know.
Yeah, you are by that groin.
It would be a quick grab if it was, because there's bait on there, I know that. I've missed 2 or 3 bites today, and when you work that out, you think, oh my God, I only wanted another 10 points,
Yeah.
Good one, when you went off with Dan, good bite then, you just left it, just stopped. They're just not really hungry, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps after those blows we've had, maybe there's a lot of natural bait out there and they're all filled up on it.
Yeah, see a fish here, in it goes Gary.
Yeah.
Right in here, it was either a mackerel or a scab, I suppose.
Yeah.
Only about 10 foot out, come flying straight out of the water.
Oh, caught on a gar.
Well, that's what I thought, it might have been a garfish even.
Yeah.
Perhaps gone for it, so. It's new enough here, I think, isn't it?
I think you are at 4:30. Time to wind in.
Well, it's a nice day anyway.
Oh, fantastic day. And it's all over by the shouting. The points have been counted and Tony's going to shout out and let us know what we already know.
Bit of a tough day today, thanks for all coming. The winner today, who wins £70, is Joe Plumstead. Well done. The winner of B Zone, 50 quid, is Aaron Aguili. And second in B Zone is Jay Carter.
Well done, Jake.
Cheers. Matt Taylor. Right, third in B Zone is Liam Checksfield.
Well done, Liam. Yeah, well done.
And third in A Zone, new man, Mark Edwards. Well done.
Well done, Mark.
Thank you. Fourth in A Zone is Paul Pacey, or is it Harvey? And fourth in B Zone is Jack Goodman.
Well done, Jack.
32 points.
Nice to see a lot of new faces winning, isn't it?
Right, now we've got the pairs. First in the pairs was Jay Carter and Joe Plumstead. 60 quid.
Nice one, Joe.
Anyway. Second in the pairs was Aaron Aguili and Matt Taylor. Well done. And third was Jack Goodman and Liam.
Well done, Liam.
24 anglers today, paid all the money out.
Yeah.
Really good. Thanks for everyone.
And nice to see a lot of the new anglers actually.
Thanks for Rob looking after the money.
That's all right.
The banker.
I'm the banker.
Banker Bob.
Banker Bob. I was 4 points out. We can offset it.
See you later, folks. See you soon.
Cheers, nice seeing you. Bye.
See you later. We love you.
He had 64, I had 60.